Are you a high school student who has experienced the death of a parent, a grandparent, very unexpectedly? You are in the process of grieving that, but you remember the legacy of that person who died very unexpectedly. We have a story of a high school senior who is grieving, but remembers foremost the legacy of his mom. Listen, it's a great story. Hi there, and thank you for joining us on the Overcomers Overcoming podcast. We feature those who are in the process of overcoming or have overcome any type of life encounter, life obstacle that at the time seemed to be almost insurmountable. With this podcast, we have three objectives in mind. Our first objective is we want you to know with a confident resolve you are not alone. We want to work with you. We want you to know there are others who are working with you, who want to help you through whatever you are encountering, and together we will get through whatever you're experiencing.
Our second objective is there are multiple options for any life encounter you are facing. We want to help you develop a resolve that there are various options and solutions to any life dilemma.
Our third objective is to help you with critical thinking skills. If you're encountering something that was possibly a decision you made sometime in the past, and if you had the opportunity for a life redo, you would make a different decision. We want to help you with those critical thinking skills that can help you make an informed decision and not encounter what you're going through at the moment. We are the Cooper Culture, a veteran-owned business. We work with business personnel and families to develop and sustain connected relationship cultures within their families and organizations. That type organization is one where people feel wanted, appreciated, and genuinely a part of that organization. I'm with my wife and business partner, Marty, who is helping me facilitate this podcast. Today we feature Kevin Mensah, a high school senior who very recently lost his mother to a very unexpected death. He explains to us how he has dealt with that grief, how he is moving forward in spite of, but the legacy his mom left is one of prayer, relying on God. That is what is bringing Kevin through this. It is a great testimony, a high school senior who has college aspirations. He is a very good track participant. He's got a great life ahead of him. Marty, what are some takeaways we can gain from Kevin?
This was an amazing podcast in how a young teenager is handling the grief of a mother that meant so much to him. We asked him, what did his mother mean to him? What did she do for him? And he just lit up with all kinds of praise for his mom. He also explained to us he meditates, he goes to the Lord when he's feeling anxious, when he's feeling lonely. And his relationship with God is one that many people need to hear.
And it's a great lesson that in spite of grief, we can be down and it's very raw, but when we are with others of similar beliefs, we can get through it together. Let's reach out to those who are grieving. It is a great opportunity, and it's a great story from Kevin. We can learn together. Kevin, it's good to have you with us. You have had to experience the unfortunate life event. Your mom is no longer with us, and she passed away, I believe it was maybe 6 weeks ago or so. You can tell us exactly when that was. But Kevin, you're a graduating senior at a local high school. We're in Calvert County, Maryland. But our listeners are going to be very interested, Kevin, in learning how you cope with life without mom, and how did you overcome this? There may be some other listeners who are experiencing something like this. Kevin, thanks for joining us.
Thank y'all for having me on here. Thank you. I appreciate this opportunity.
Kevin, how long ago was it when your mom passed away?
My mom passed away on March 10th.
All right. So we are recording this on May 29th. And so April, May, so that was about 2 months ago, maybe 8 weeks ago. So very recent. And you're obviously is devastating when a parent passes away. It's we just think, well, that shouldn't happen. But was your mom suffering from an illness for a while, or did it happen suddenly?
Uh, it just happened suddenly.
And so, how do you cope with this, Kevin? I mean, it's devastating when an event like this happens. And I will tell you that a text message I saw with your track coach shared with me, you are making the very best of this. You're living forward in spite of this. How do you do that, Kevin? Can you help our listeners understand how to do this?
Yeah, honestly, the thing that really like keeps me moving forward, like really gives me a push, is just spending my time with God. That's really it, for real. And having this support around me, because when I just be spending time with God, just sit in like just quiet room, open my Bible, just talk to him for hours, minutes, as long as I need to. It gets my mind right. It gets my spirit right. And it just gives me the extra push, and it gives me the encouragement that I need. And with that same encouragement, I'll use that and allow other people to be encouraged too by my actions and words. That's what really keeps me going, and the support of people that I have around me.
Kevin, tell us about your mom and how she inspired you while you were together.
Yeah. My mom was great. I loved my mom. She was a mom of faith. She taught me to pray. She taught me to always believe God, always talk to God. And like she was just amazing. She always made sure like we were taken care of, always watched over us, made sure we was good, always made sure there was food on the table. Mom had the best cooking. I had best food ever. Not gonna lie. But yeah, she was a great woman. So I always remember her every day.
Well, maybe she taught you how to cook.
I'm not going. Her food was just too good. I wasn't even worried about trying to be like I enjoyed the food. It
Yeah.
was
Good.
Well, Kevin, that is an inspiration. Do you feel almost like a loner? I mean, are there just very few of you in high school, seniors who love God the way you do?
it's actually I would say 2, 3 people that's alongside of me. I have a best friend. His name is Lyron. He's like my brother, but like he's not my brother, if you know what I mean. He's like my really best friend. He loves God as much as I do. We both actually do make videos in school talking about God. We make videos online, pushing out the kingdom. Other people see it at our school. They get inspired. They want to talk about God, this and that. So I have like, it's some people at my high school that do love God, but they're just like not open with it as we are, but like they love God.
You might be facing some sort of opposition. There may be some people who don't have the courage, and that's how I'm interpreting what you do. You make videos, you broadcast those. You are very open about your expressing your belief in your God. That's where you get your strength. There may be some other students who just don't have the courage to be that open. They may look at you, Kevin, this is how I do. They look at you as the person who has the courage, the fortitude to just openly profess God as the source of your strength. And others want to join you with that because they may not have the courage you do. I really admire you, Kevin, for doing what you're doing. And it was your mother, apparently, who gave you the strength, let's say, inspiration to be who you are. Am I interpreting that correctly?
Yes, sir.
Kevin, that is, gosh,
amazing.
that is great. Kevin, I want to tell you, Miss Cooper and I want to do everything we can to continue we want to inspire you to continue just the way you are. We are going to face opposition. We're facing what we consider to be a cultural war. There are those who don't agree with us. They don't believe God exists in different things, but we need the courage to step out and just explain to others what God is doing in our lives. But when you lose a mom at your early age, you can feel devastated that it's almost like the world has just crumbled under your feet. You could have gone into some sort of isolation, but it sounds as if, Kevin, the Lord gave you the strength that, hey, together, you and the Lord and those of us who are with you, we're going to give you the strength to continue on. But can you help our listeners? How do you make it past something so devastating as the death of your mom?
I would say it's a day by day thing, because obviously, like when I found out, it crushed me to the core. I couldn't even stand up. That's how bad it was. But my pops, my dad, he was like, you're gonna be okay. He encouraged me, all of that, and I used that bit of encouragement and I built on it. That's the thing. When something tragic happens in your life, there's two ways you can go about it. You can go the positive way, you can go the negative way. I went the positive way because each way is always going to be two ways in every situation. No matter how bad it looks, it's always a positive way to thinking and it's always a negative way of thinking. I realized if I went the negative way of thinking, I would have just stopped all I was doing and that wouldn't have been beneficial for me or the people around me. And I realized I needed to heal because I can do all this crying, I can do all this tearing, I can do all this, and I can do all of that, but it's still not gonna bring my mom's back. So I decided to go the positive route and just heal with God, take my time day by day, talk to God when I need to, read my Bible, make sure that I'm talking to people, listening to my music, just going about my day. Because I learned that my mom wouldn't want me being depressed all day. And anytime I get any type of discouraging emotions or anything like that, I would just cue out, talk to God, thoughts run away, and I'm good. Right back right back where I'm at. I just keep it moving every single day. Every single day I'm getting better. Every single day I'm getting stronger. I'm healing because my mom was a believer. So that means I'll see her again. So it's just like temporary. I'm gonna see her again. So I ain't really too devastated because I'm gonna see her again. So that's why I just lean on my faith for her.
Wow.
Well, she's smiling.
My
She's so proud of you.
thank you.
And it's great that you have a father that is there to support you and help you. That is so amazing. This is an amazing testimony.
Kevin, I think in addition to that, one of the things that I'm taking from what you're saying is, yes, we can experience devastating events in our life, and we have two choices. We can take the negative or the positive. You chose the positive, and with God's help, that's our number one helper, aid, but with the support of others who are there to help you through this together. As we are united together, we will make it. And I will say that our country right now is very divided. Our listeners might be able to tell that you and I are different only by skin color, but we are each created by God. We're in this together, and our country, very unfortunately, is divided for various reasons. But Kevin, I wanted this podcast to hear your voice, to have our listeners know how you made it through this devastating event. Mrs. Cooper and I and you and others are relying on God, And the fact that we may have cultural, ethnic differences, we set that aside because we are all a part of God's creation and we are in this together. Some people think of it as different races, but yet we're all one people made from God. Kevin, you're a great inspiration and you are the strength of the Lord. A lot of people can gain from your mindset, your attitude. Man, I just applaud you for everything you are doing. You have a great life ahead of you.
Thank you.
I want to encourage you, Kevin, just to keep it up because God has special plans for you and ones that you probably go, oh my goodness, I could have never imagined what he's doing through you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
So, Kevin, you're a senior. You are you just graduated. And so you're at maybe a few days of sort of freedom from, and you can do whatever it is you choose to do. But as you're thinking ahead, what is life for you? Do you have aspiration of college or what your vocation for life might be?
Yeah, I plan to go to college.
Okay. And if everything were to work out, and of course, at this stage in your life, any number of things can change. But as you're looking ahead, what area of study do you see happening, and what would you like to do?
I would like to go to college for computer science.
Great. Now, computer science, do you envision uh, designing programs, applications, that kind of thing, or what part of computer science?
Yeah, I actually want to go into cybersecurity.
Oh,
Okay.
cybersecurity. That I will tell you, I just we just very recently discovered our someone attempted to open a loan in our name. It was identity theft and this kind of stuff. I really admire people like you who can help protect us from those kinds of things that are happening. But is that kind of cybersecurity what you'd like to get into?
Yeah, protect people information, keep all them
Wow.
up. Yeah.
We can learn a lot from you, Kevin. That yeah, I guess in some degree need to crawl into the mind of the people who have a what I call a nefarious purpose. That is, hey, if I can figure out how to determine your social security number and other personal information, I don't have any problem with all those who think that way. I don't have any problem at all with trying to steal from you and so forth. And you can maybe crawl into the mind of that person and keep those people from doing what it is they intend to do. I'm very interested in learning just what all that's about. I know there's a lot of study that goes into that, but I admire you. We admire you for having that in your mind as a future for you.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you intend to stay in Maryland, do you think, or might you go someplace else, or have you thought about that?
Um, I'm planning to go to college in Maryland, but wherever the Lord take me, I'm ready to go. For.
Do you have a particular college you'd like to go to?
Yeah, I plan to go to Bowie University State.
Uh-huh.
Yep,
Hmm.
great. And so that would be a local for you. And so that, yeah. Now, a 4 year, are you thinking of 4 years at Bowie and get a degree and then go into cybersecurity work?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
No, and I know it's difficult to think through all those things at this point, and any number of things can change. The Lord can lead you in a different direction. But are you doing some amount of computer science work in high school?
Yeah, I actually took one of my main classes. I actually took like computer science all the way from my freshman year to senior year, so I got a little bit of knowledge.
Good.
Wow. No, that is all great. I'm talking to you on a laptop computer with a Windows 10 operating system, and this is not upgradable to 11. So I need to find out or just make a determination what I'm going to do to maybe get a new computer and so forth. And I may come to you, Kevin, if you don't mind, and just get your opinion on which way to go. If there's a computer, a system that's better than another from the standpoint of less intrusion, I'm very interested in your insights.
And not expensive.
Yes. Okay.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Oh.
So, Kevin, tell us a little bit about track. What events do you participate in track?
Yeah, I'm a sprinter, so I would run the 1, 2, 400, 4x1, 4x2, 4x4. Sometimes it'll be broken up into where, because in track you only run 4 events. So based on all those events I listed, I would run 4 of those, and track is going pretty well. You know, me and my team, we actually went to states. I believe 4 days ago. It was last Wednesday and Thursday. And we made it to, we qualified for states. We ran at states, had a good time. Yeah, I really believe that our track team really did good this year. We did a lot of events, went to a lot of invitations, had a lot of fun, you know, and yeah.
Do you plan on running track in college?
I plan, if they have a team, or I may be thinking about running AAU on the side so I can get ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about something like that.
Yeah.
Great.
Good.
Well, I'll tell you, Kevin, from our experience, there is a discipline in any sport. You're very disciplined in your allegiance to and surrender to God. There's a similar discipline in sports. In a lot of times, that is that mindset, your mindset, that discipline is what can help keep us on the right track. There are friends, and my guess is you know who they are in high school who are maybe troublemakers. They're going to go through life. They're going to be associated with the wrong people. They're going to make bad decisions. And we're going to pray for you and work with you, Kevin, that you stay strong in the Lord as you are and help others to make the right decisions, because there are different events that occur in our lives, and sometimes we just make the wrong choice. As you said earlier, whenever something happens, you got 2 choices. You can take the negative way or the positive way. You are the person who can help influence and inspire a person to take the positive route. You just seem to be very grounded, Kevin. That's just a huge benefit to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
But I will tell you, Kevin, I'm going to bet you even right now, there are a lot of people who look up to you, that you have the strength of the Lord. You're making the right decisions. You have the courage to do that. There might even be some people, even if they don't say so, maybe passing them in the hallway, you just kind of get the look from them that, well, you may not agree with me, but Kevin, we are standing with you. You are making the right decisions, and you are going to have people who oppose what you're doing, but you are making the right decision, doing the right things. We applaud you for everything you're doing. So we stand with you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kevin, you have Ron's text. I want you to keep us informed of how you're doing and where you're going. We want to be a part of your life.
For sure. I got you.
Yeah, you've got our text, email, and it's us staying together, standing together, being strong in the Lord, Kevin. You're going to, as you go through life, you're going to be faced with some very difficult decisions, and never be too concerned about asking for help, or at least asking for a person's opinion who is well grounded in the Lord. Those who think critically in a good way, that we can help you with inputs. Ultimately, you're responsible, but we can help you with inputs in making decisions. That's what happens all throughout life. So, again, Kevin, you've got a great life ahead of you. I want to thank you on behalf of our listeners for sharing. You're going through a very difficult part of life, but with the Lord's strength, He will lead us through and take us to even greater things to come.
Please stay in touch.
Thank
Okay, good.
Thank you, Kevin. We appreciate everything you are to the Lord and your strength and resolve to follow Him no matter what the opposition might be.
Thank you. Of course. Appreciate it.
We appreciate having the opportunity to share our and our guests' life experiences with you.
The Cooper culture advances organizations to achieve and sustain high retention rates, connected communication, and trust through personality insights and principled leadership. You can contact us at our website, thecooperculture.com, and you can contact us directly at ron@thecooperculture.com or Marty, MARTY, at thecooperculture.com. We work with you to help assess aspects of your culture to advance the environment and people to their best performance. We do that through our staff of certified personal performance coaches, leadership trainers, keynote speakers, and DISC personality behavior experts. You can book a speaking engagement directly through our website by contacting us at ron@thecooperculture.com. We look forward to sharing our life experiences with you, some of which are profound, some of which are pretty funny. Some of those life experiences are ones we'll never do that again because we've been through stuff. We truly look forward to working with you, speaking with you, helping advance you in any way that we can.